the good fortune of being able to welcome someone who's very newsworthy, probably would be on the more lifestyle side of things, but I am lucky to have her here in my segment today. Sarah Potenza, Smithfield native, Rick graduate, Voice alum, Rolling Stone feature. Get in here.
I'm sneaking out. I'm like, should I come out?
Thanks for coming out.
Hey, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're back in Rhode Island.
What's happening, you guys?
Everyone's excited to see you. Going to be at Rhythm and Roots.
It's going to be Rhythm and Roots. I'm really excited. I love Rhythm and Roots Festival because I've been doing this for 10 years. Well, oh gosh, more than that now. I've been doing this for about 15 years, traveling around the country, playing music, and we were just about to give up not so long ago, maybe 7 years ago or so, because it was just too hard. And we were making nothing, 5 of us sleeping in one hotel room, making like $200 a week. And we got a call from Chuck Wentworth, who owns Rhythm and Roots Festival. And he asked us if we would come and perform. And we were down to like our last, $100 or whatever as a band in our bank account. And we played Rhythm and Roots. And it was the first time that anyone ever asked for my autograph.
Oh.
And we sold $5,100 in CDs that weekend.
This is such a great story.
And it was incredible. And so Rhythm and Roots is really special to me because it was kind of a turning point for me. And it's Rhode Island, and my folks were there, and it just means a lot to me.
So phenomenal to be back at Rhythm and Roots. Everyone, a lot of folks first were exposed to you through The Voice,
Yes, yeah.
For folks who are not in the music community, because in the music community you were well known here, but when you sort of go beyond that, to the average person watching TV, it was Sarah Potenza and The Voice.
Sarah Potenza and The Voice, yes. It was on the TV, much like I am now, except I have suddenly become very aware of the fact that I have one fingernail painted, and it's not because I'm crazy, it's because I was testing out colors at Target last night.
Can I see this fingernail?
And I forgot about it.
Oh, it's a lovely blue.
So I'm gonna finish that up. I have things to do tonight. We'll be finishing that.
You should be doing stand-up as well as music.
Thank you. People tell me that all the time, but I feel like I would, if I had the pressure of doing stand-up, I would probably not be able to be as funny. Probably it just wouldn't come off. I don't know.
We're so excited to have you here in the studio because you're all Rolling Stone. It was, what was it? The top 12 great country and Americana albums in 2016 that you haven't heard.
Yeah,
folks clearly have heard it now.
Yeah, it was a pretty incredible run. We got a lot of attention from Rolling Stone, and they're amazing, and they've been so good to me. And NPR, and I don't know, just a lot of things. A lot of things have happened.
Well, off to the races, and this is since 2015. How much of a springboard was The Voice?
Huge, a huge springboard for me because you're in front of 20 million people every week. So that was massive for me. And we were also able to raise the money through Kickstarter to make the record, the Monster album, which is my new record, which was incredible. And we were able to hire a publicist, which in my business is something that it's basically like you have to hire somebody to tell everybody that you're good and tell all the news and media outlets like Rolling Stone to listen to your record. And you can't really do it yourself, and publicists cost a lot of money, and so reaching our fans and being able to get my music out there in a way that I never have before because of their support changed my life.
Who are we getting a shout out to?
Karen Wiesen. We love Karen Wiesen. We hired a New York girl. We loved her.
So a Rhode Island native hired a New York girl living in Nashville. But you say that she puts the press out there. But you can't make Rolling Stone say,
no,
you are to blues what Adele is to pop. You can't make someone.
You can't make that up. That's too good.
What was your reaction when you heard that?
I cried. I remember my publicist told me that we were going to be featured as one of the top 10 artists you need to know. It was last September. And she emailed me and she was like, it's up. And she sent me the link. And I couldn't believe what I was reading. And even now, because I'm totally a workaholic, I am like, oh, well, they just liked me because I had a publicist, and you can't. It's hard to internalize.
But it's the music.
That.
Yes.
So I feeling very grateful.
Unbelievable. And so, as you said, the story about Rhythm and Roots, how things turned around for you, what makes it such a unique festival? You play so many venues, so many places. What makes Rhythm and Roots, what makes Charlestown and performing there what it is?
Because Rhythm and Roots is like this little pop-up utopian society that kind of happens, like you do with all festivals. But because this one is Rhode Islanders, it's so special because everyone knows each other. And there's just a lot of jamming that happens in the campground. The food is top notch because it's Rhode Island, of course. And it's just a community. It's a sense of community, and because it's Labor Day, it's kind of like the punctuation on your summer.
Yeah.
It's a really, really great event.
Oh, fantastic. And you just mentioned the food. So I hear Nashville's got good food, but what do you miss most with Rhode Island?
Oh,
What you're like,
Nashville, don't listen. Your food is not as good as Rhode Island. I'm sorry. Everything.
Nashville,
You know what I
listen.
really miss? I miss the mom and pop like pizza places that are like, we have hot grinders, and you can just get that. It's that taste. There's something about the seafood, of course. That's a given, but the Italian food, they just don't have that.
I was going to say, not a lot of Italian in Nashville?
No, everybody thinks I'm Jewish. No, there's no Italian people. That flavor and the diners, like that diner taste, those whole fries, like on that skillet, that have been cooked, on that skillet that way for so long. It's an essence. It's an essence. So I miss the essence. And Nashville's good, but it's not the same.
You can catch up the essence of Sarah Potenza at Rhythm and Roots this weekend.
Yes.
But you've got a little pop-up Providence concert going on that I want you to tell folks about.
We are playing tomorrow night at 7-ish. There's this band called The Silks, and we're playing with... what's his name? I'm sorry. Tyler James, that's right. I'm the worst with names. And his girl, Jess Powers, and they have a group called Cowboy and Lady. And he plays ripping guitar, and she sings, and they do harmonies, and they're really cool. We're playing at their house. They kind of have these backyard concerts tomorrow night between 7 and 10. Everyone's going to play some music, us and them, and everyone is welcome to come. There are no tickets. You just have to bring like a 10 or a 20 to throw in the jar for us because Nashville is very far away and we need to get back there. So we need money to stay at hotels and gas. So come and see us.
Phenomenal. And hopefully next time we have you in here, we'll have you play a little bit because we did have Tyler James play. Next time, promise.
Next time. I promise. I think you swear.
Okay. Pinky
I will
swear
play
with Sarah
next time.
Potenza.
And if you want to come tomorrow night, go on my Facebook page, Sarah Potenza's Facebook page, and there's information about it. There's an invite and you can check it all out.
And I know folks had asked you this question, and I know I asked her in the green room because I'm a glasses girl myself, and I love your glasses. You get asked about the glasses; they're just sort of part of the look.
They're part of the thing. They're my face.
How many pairs of glasses do you have?
A couple dozen. It's not bad. I know, but I love them. The hardest thing is when my prescription changes, and then I have to pick which ones I'm gonna take with me into the future. And it's hard. But these ones I bought on Etsy for $73, and they were the best thing I ever bought.
They are fabulous.
Thank you so much.
So you've got the backyard concert, you've got Rhythm and Roots this weekend. Before you take off, I know it's super hard to encapsulate. What does the next year hold? But where do you
oh gosh,
what's coming up?
I'm hoping to record an album this winter. I've been writing. I'm working really hard on writing and trying to kind of just internalize my stories in my life and everything that's happened and be able to make art out of them. To write another record and to record it. And I'm hoping that I can get the record on a label so that they will pay for the publicity and pay for the recording, and I won't have to do another fundraiser. But I know that if I do, I can count on my amazing fans to help me to get my music recorded and get it out there and work with some of Nashville's best, because they will want money and I don't have any.
Well, you've had such, again, since The Voice, all this Rolling Stone stuff, being back
It's been
here,
amazing.
You were just off to the races. Hopefully we'll have you back in, playing some tunes off the new album.
Yes!
When you're back in Rhode Island.
We'll do it next
That's
year.
what it's going to be.
That's a date.
That's what
we
it's
have a
going to
date.
be.
We're playing. She just asked me out.
Can we have a date back in the studio?
Yes.
Studio date. Yes, studio date.
So good.
Sarah Potenza, I'm so happy you were able to
Thank
stop
you
in.
so
And I know
much.
you're
I
going
really
to go
appreciate you. Thank you guys.
You're the best.
I have to go, do Providence things.
Go do Providence.
Thank you all so much.
Okay, Sarah Potenza. Sarah Potenza, you might know her from The Voice. You might know her from Rhythm and Roots. You might know her from Smithfield. You might know her from Rhode Island College. one of Rhode Island's alums on the national stage right now, recognized by Rolling Stone magazine, playing rhythm and roots this weekend. And as she just mentioned, playing kind of a pop-up concert here with the Silks in Providence tomorrow night. So go check it out if you've got a little opening on Thursday evening. I can't imagine, I mean, there's always great live music here in Providence, but that's gonna be some amazing live music. So Sarah Potenza, appreciate your taking the time to come here into the Go Local studio, jump into the news and politics side of things. Always fun to be able to talk with some of Rhode Island's best, so appreciate your coming in.